feel well rested. I've been doing a lot of two-a-days at the gym just trying to get results, but I don't know if it's working, but we will find out here, right? So thank you for joining me. We're going to be back in Hosea. So I actually said that we finished chapter 6, and I lied about that. So in the rest of chapter 6, but it carries on with this theme of the impotence of Israel and Judah. And so it says, O Ephraim, what shall I do to you? O Judah, what shall I do to you? For your faithfulness is like a morning cloud, and like the early dew it goes away. Therefore I have hewn them by the prophets, I have slain them by the words of my mouth. I have hewn, Hewn. Does anybody know what that means? Let's look it up, right? So hewn means it's an adjective, felled, cut, or shaped as with an axe, roughly squared, roughly dressed as with a hammer, made or crafted by cutting or whittling down. So, therefore, I have hewn them by the prophets, cut them down, or roughly squared them with the prophets. I've slain them by the words of my mouth, and your judgments are like light that goes forth. For I desire mercy and not sacrifice, and the knowledge of God more than the burnt offerings. But like men, they transgressed the covenant. There they dealt treacherously with me. Gilead is a city of evildoers and defiled with blood. Did you guys know that that was a publicly traded company? Um, and defiled with blood. As bands of robbers lie in wait for a man, so the company of the priests murder on the way to Shechem. Surely they commit lewdness. I have seen a horrible thing in the house of Israel. There is the harlotry of Ephraim. Israel is defiled. Also, O Judah, a harvest is appointed for you, when I return the captives of my people. When I would have healed Israel, then the iniquity of Ephraim was uncovered, and the wickedness of Samaria. Samaria. Am I saying that right? I don't know. For they have committed fraud. A thief comes in. A band of robbers takes spoil outside. They do not consider in their hearts that I remember all their wickedness. Now their own deeds have surrounded them. They are before my face. They make a king glad with their wickedness, and princes with their lies. They are all adulterers, like an oven heated by a baker. He ceases stirring the fire after kneading the dough until it is leavened. In the day of our king, princes have made him sick, inflamed with wine. He stretched out his hand with scoffers. They prepare their heart like an oven while they lie in wait. Let me go on to the next page here. Their baker sleeps all night. In the morning it burns like a flaming fire. They are all hot like an oven, and they have devoured their judges. All their kings have fallen. None among calls upon me. Ephraim has mixed himself among the peoples. Ephraim is a cake unturned. Aliens have devoured his strength, but he does not know it. Yes, gray hairs are here and there on him, yet he does not know it. And the pride of Israel testifies to his face, but they do not return to the Lord their God, nor seek him for all this. Oh, that's interesting. So it sounds like, and this is called the impotence. So let's go ahead and look that up. IMPENTENCE. Okay, so um so and then it changes the word. So not impedance like electrical impedance, but IMPENTENCE. All right. So let's put in some work here. All right. So first known use in 1595. That's probably not true. Looking at or is it? IMP. The quality or state of being impotent. Okay. I guess I'm not finding this. Not penitent. All right. We'll look that up. So Merriam-Webster dictionary doesn't actually give us that definition. Let's try another one here. Improve our vocabulary a little bit. The trait of refusing to repent. Huh. Okay. So that makes more sense. So if they are refusing, if Israel and Judah are refusing to repent, then that is the question, what shall I do to you? Right? For your faithfulness is like a morning cloud. So does that mean that it comes and it goes, right? And like the dew, yep, early dew, it goes away. Therefore, I have hewn, again, that same word we had looked up earlier, them by the prophets. I have slain them by the words of my mouth. And your judgments are like light that goes forth. For I desire mercy and not sacrifice, and the knowledge of God more than burnt offerings. So it's all the things that he doesn't necessarily want through the lack of faithfulness, right? So, but like me, they have transgressed the covenant, and they dealt treacherously with me. So, talks about the refusal of their ability to repent. So God is wondering, what does he do with them? So, says, going on, but like men, they transgressed the covenant. There they dealt treacherously with me. Gilead is a city of evildoers, and defiled with blood. As bands of robbers lie in wait for man, so the company of priests murder on the way to Shechem. Surely they commit lewdness. I have seen a horrible thing in the house of Israel. There is harlotry of Ephraim. Israel is defiled. So I think that's really interesting, because all of the things that they're doing is not to turn away from their sin or their evilness. And it continues with that in chapter 7. So, and for they have committed fraud, a thief comes in, a band of robbers takes spoil outside. They do not consider in their hearts that I remember all of their wickedness. Now their own deeds have surrounded them. They are before my face. They make a king glad with their wickedness and princes with their lives. I think that honestly sounds pretty terrifying, to remember all of the evil things, even so, I mean, the evil things that I do, and to be in front of the face of God. So, the future reliance on the nations. So it continues, chapter 7, verse 11. Ephraim is also like a silly dove without sense. They call to Egypt, they go to Assyria. Wherever they go, I will spread my net on them. I will bring them down like birds of the air. I will chastise them, according to what their congregation has heard. Woe to them, for they have fled from me. Destruction to them, because they have transgressed against me. Though I redeem them, yet they have spoken lies against me. They did not cry out to me with their heart when they wailed upon their beds. They assemble together for grain and new wine. They rebel against me. Though I discipline and strengthen their arms, yet they devise evil against me. They return, but not to the Most High. They are like treacherous bow or bow. I don't know what the context is here. Their princes shall fall by the sword for the cursings of their tongue. This shall be their derision in the land of Egypt. So, I actually need to look up that too, because derision. This is a vocabulary refining. The act of ridiculing or laughing at someone or something, the state of being derided. Scornful or contemptuous treatment, which holds one up to ridicule. Let's make sure I pronounced it right. Maybe a derision. Yeah. Okay, so anyways, guys, thank you for joining me for chapter 7 on Hosea. I will try to get to chapter 8 tomorrow. As always, if you guys have any prayer requests, any topics that you would request that we do another study on, I'm totally down, because this book's going to be done here within a week, I hope. So I love you guys. I'll be praying for you. Pray for all of our friends, family, and loved ones. Especially just considering, there's so many distractions right now, but we just continue to pray for our friends and family, the leaders of our nations, that they are wise and make good decisions, especially that are honorable and in alignment with what the Lord's plan is. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching. Have a beautiful, blessed day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.